Happy New Year to ya! Welcome back to Clara Hermit's YouTube, brand new for 2019. This is Naked Truth, where I am naked speaking the truth. You may come for the naked, but I hope that you stay for the truth, because this space is about growth, changing and manifesting the life that you really want. Yay! If I speak about my truth, about my experiences, about my ups, my downs, my growths, my pains, my hurts, that there'll be other people that will watch this that can relate to it, that it might help. That's all it's about. It's just about being like, guys, we're not alone, we're all human. Like, we have this ability to talk and communicate, and yet when it comes to certain topics, it's like, no, I can't talk about that because it's going to make me look soft, or people aren't going to think that I'm like super strong. People are going to think that I'm like a wimp, or I'm not capable, I'm not confident, etc, etc, etc. I was always like, yeah, no, I'm fine, I'm like so fine, and inside I was not fine. I was not fine. I was so far from fine. And then I'd go home and be like, oh, and literally bawl my eyes out for hours and hours and hours, because I hated myself and I hated my life. This is the space where it's like, you know what, it's okay to just be honest about things. It's okay to talk about things. It doesn't make you a bad person, it doesn't make you a weak person, it makes you a stronger person, because only when you talk about things can you find resolution and solution, and when you find resolution and solution, things can change. Gun show. More guns coming in 2019. That's really hard work. I think I might shit myself. I wanted to talk about my 2018, I guess, and the things that I feel have really been holding me back. I kind of had like this career as a presenter for Grime Daily and etc, and I was really like hard-headed and focused and pushed and annoyed people and didn't give up. And I think that things started to kind of spiral and change when my sister died. I didn't deal with my sister's death. I just did all kinds of crazy stuff, like partied loads, hooked up with guys. I wasn't working on me, I wasn't concentrating on me, I was a mess. And then I decided obviously to have my preventative mastectomy operation. There was kind of like, people joked loads, trolls commented a lot, probably, maybe some of you, basically that they would like unsubscribe if I had like lost my boobs, kind of suggesting that my boobs had some kind of magical power. And whilst I think like, no, that's not true, they went with the image that I'd created for myself, which was like this kind of like curvaceous, sexy person who didn't give a shit about anything. And when I had that operation, all of that kind of crumbled, because I do give a shit. I am emotional, I am sensitive, I hurt. I kind of felt a bit lost, because I was like, oh my god, I don't know who or what of any of this is real anymore, and I don't know who I am anymore. And so it's taken me like a long time and a lot of investigation, quitting everything, going traveling, coming back, trying this, trying that, to get to the point where I am now. Right now we have this lifetime to do with what we want. And when I say that, it's like the reality and the hugeness of the fact that it is down to us. It's down to us, the individual, to create the world that we want to create. The hugeness of that and the responsibility of that is massive, because I'm someone who's like, you know, my past has caused me a lot of pain, losing my mum, losing my sister, like having an operation, my family dynamic, all of that stuff has caused me a lot of pain, a lot of heartache. But I can't use that as an excuse for why my life isn't the way that I want it to be, because if I use it for an excuse, my life's never going to be the way that I want it to be, because I've always got an excuse for it not to be that way. So in 2019, the first thing that I need to be doing is getting rid of excuses. People say, but I've just always been like that, or my mum's like that, or my dad's like that. That's not reason enough. It's all to do with beliefs, thought patterns, behavioural patterns that are so ingrained, that we've been doing for so long, but that doesn't mean that we can't break them, that we can't change them. And when we break a belief pattern that leads to a behaviour pattern, and change it, what we get changes. I want to be on TV, I want to be on television, yeah? But if I act and behave in the way that I have been doing so for the last 5 years, I haven't been on TV in the last 5 years. So if I continue to act that way, I'm not going to be on TV for the next 5 years. I have to change the way that I am acting. And it's very easy for people to go, no, it doesn't work like that, it's all about luck and like chance and all of that kind of stuff. Every person I know that has gone on to be hugely successful already knew exactly what they were going to do. They could see it in their head, and their thoughts and their beliefs and the way they lived their life was aligned to that visualization. they were aligned to the thing that they wanted. So the thing they wanted is here and they're at this level, the two of them are going to collide. But if the thing you want is here and you're all the way down here, you're going to keep missing it. You're never ever going to collide with that thing you want. And that could be a relationship, it could be career, it could be an experience, it could be absolutely anything. If you're not living at that level, you're just not going to get it. You're not going to get it, and it's going to miss you every single time. It's not that you can't have it, it's not that you don't deserve it, it's got nothing to do with that. Because I have always felt like I'm not good enough, I'm not attractive enough, I'm just like not as good as other people, you know, like I don't deserve it as much, etc, etc. But that can only be true if I believe it. It can only be true if I believe it. And when you believe something like, I am not good enough, I don't deserve it, the way that you act in situations changes, because that's the way you believe. So for example, I have a show on BBC Radio London. If I go there and I'm like, they gave me this job because I'm good at what I do, I can smash this, I know it off by heart, I deserve it, I'm brilliant at it, the likelihood is I'm going to make an amazing radio show because I feel so good and that energy comes across. If I go there and I'm like, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, everyone else is better than me, I can't succeed at this, I'm gonna mess it up. I go in there with that energy, with that intention, and I mess it up. And I'm gonna produce something that's rubbish. And that is simply how it is. And so if you're someone like me, I've existed like way down here for a long time, and I've gradually been raising myself up, but I'm still using excuses. So 2019 for me is about rolling up those excuses and throwing them out, because I don't want them anymore. I want my life to change. I do not want to be in this same situation this time next year, wishing things would change, hoping things would change, when actually I don't need to wish or hope, I need to take control. And I'm telling you as much as I'm telling myself, because I need to hear it. I need to make those changes. I'm going to, and then when I do, you'll see that I'm right, and then maybe you will as well. And that's what this is about. So it's about stopping with comparing myself to other people. I will never be them, they will never be me. And all the energy I'm wasting comparing myself to those people, I'm not investing that energy in myself. It also, when I'm comparing myself to other people, it makes me feel like shit. So then me feeling like shit doesn't do the things that I need to do. So comparing myself to other people needs to go out the window for 2019. Using my past as an excuse needs to go out the window for 2019. What needs to come in is journaling about how I feel and getting myself back into that positive energy. What needs to come in is affirmations to reprogram the way that you think. So instead of thinking I am not good enough, I am good enough. I am good enough, but not just thinking it, believing it. It's going to be about visualization, picturing my life exactly as I want it to be, so much so that I can see it clearly in any moment. Building my self-confidence. So if someone tells me no, that is not where I stop, that's not where I end. And lastly, it's going to be about not caring about negativity, not caring about negative comments, not caring about people who don't like me, because those people do not matter. And in fact, actually, all that matters is what's happening in this space, in my space. And if I let myself get affected by people who think that I'm great, I can just as easily let myself get affected by people who don't think I'm great. And if I allow that to happen, then I'm basically at the mercy of other people, and I don't want to be that anymore. So there you go, that was my big ramble. 2019 is going to be a big year for me. I've got big stuff, big plans, and it's more than anything going to be about consistency. So hopefully you're with me and you're loving it like this.